What is up, y'all? Skylar here with Sky Gardens. Welcome back to the farm. This week is a bit crazy, honestly. We've got a few things going on. I am actually going to be planting while we're talking through this. This is Lisianthus plants. They're really tiny. So last week we got hit by some cold weather that I was slightly concerned about, just because we hadn't been really cold yet this year. It went great. Everything did fantastic. We don't have any cold damage from anything. And I left the sides down on the tunnel for quite a bit of it. So that is very encouraging, because this week we're about to get hit with the cold again. A lot colder, actually. So all this week is really pretty up until this weekend. And then early next week, the high is 23, I believe, on Monday. And the low is 9 at this point in time. That kind of keeps on dropping. So it is a little bit scary. Preparation for that would be frost cloth if it does get really, really cold. The thing is that we've been down to 23 and 20 these past couple nights. And I've been leaving the sides down on the tunnel so that the plants can feel that cold, get the cold stratification. And they've been doing fantastic. So we even have new growth still coming out of those guys. So I'm not too worried. As long as we can lock down the tunnels completely, we should be good. I don't know if I'm going to put frost cloth down or not. I haven't made that call yet. But as it gets closer, we will definitely see what happens. This week I am going to be fixing a few of the things on the tunnel that would be worrisome if it was to get really, really cold. That little hole right there, you can tell. That is one of them. So we'll get that fixed. We'll get a sidewall, a little pocket thing on the other tunnel fixed. And I think we should be okay, hopefully. Now, next week could be a very different report, but as far as right now goes, I'm not too nervous about it. Well, I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm not crazy nervous about it, because things have held up so well down to the low 20s this past week or so. So that being said, our crops are looking really, really good. I'm in the second tunnel right now, or really it's the Lori Richardson high tunnel, so we call it the LDR high tunnel, named after my mom, and it looks really good. I'm getting the other 2 rows planted over there in ranunculus, and then we're filling in Lisianthus in the middle of the ranunculus rows. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ranunculus rows between the 4 drip lines, and then right next to the drip line is the Lisianthus rows. So there will be 4 of them total within each flower bed area, and they're going to be looking fantastic, hopefully, if they can get to growing. We plant them now because they like cool weather to get established in. And if we can give them some cool weather to get established in, they're going to do a whole lot better for us later on, have better blooms, all the things. So I'm very excited to see how they end up doing this year as we go throughout the year. So these guys are looking really good. Ranunculus, anemones in the other tunnel are looking fantastic. And the poppies in there are also looking good. So we're going to go ahead and go in there, check them out, and show you anything else on the farm. Yeah, last week I got some wind, so the planter box areas that I was working on kind of, I'll just show you. It's a mess. Not a mess, but a little bit of a mess. Sorry, I lose my balance. So in here, this is what we look like right now. Getting those planted, so there's empty tubs. All their butterfly ranunculus just went in, so we've got about 1,000 more ranunculus, just regular ranunculus, that will go in to finish off that row, and then that end of that row. So be really pretty. I can't wait. That area is still blank. We did not get very much snowfall. We did get some. It was good, but not enough to get moisture going out there for planting the wheat. So hopefully we can get some soon. These are the ranunculus and anemones. They're looking really good. We have new growth on a lot of these guys. You can see it down there. So anything that you see that, woo, welcome to the real life. Anything that you see that has really good green coming from the middle of it, that is new growth. The poppies are also looking good. So that's a poppy. This is a ranunculus. That's a weed. Got to get in here and get all these tiny weeds out before they become big weeds, because we don't like big weeds. We don't like tiny weeds either, but we don't like big weeds at all. But you can see there's a ranunculus row, poppy, row, all the things. And then the planter boxes are actually doing fantastic. The watering systems on them, actually, I need to get a filter. I forgot in the winter, whenever we shut off the pipes, we end up making algae in the pipes, unfortunately. Which then if we don't have filters on the drip systems, wow, that looks really good behind me. Then it turns to algae blocking our spigots, if it's these types of spigots, which unfortunately is. So, that being said, all of these are planted where nothing was showing up over the ground. You can see some green there. You can see some green right there. Green right there. Green. Whoa. I thought there was some more back here. Oh, there's one right over there. Really cute. So they're starting to pop up next week. Hopefully they're popping up even more. I really like this because I can show you how everything's popping up as it's coming up each week. That's gonna be fun to look back on. But each little green thing barely breaking through the surface. This did really, really well. It kind of like froze solid almost. But the ranunculus, believe it or not, they love that. So it's really, really good. Wow, these rows look a whole lot better than I even thought that they did. I gave them a really deep watering yesterday. And I think that they really liked that. They decided to kind of jump out and see us. This one needs to pick it up. Got some butterfly ranunculus right here. They're always a little bit slower than the other ones. So these ones are really good. These are Chamello. Ooh, they're gonna be so pretty. I'm excited to see those. Clearly this row over here is the biggest and prettiest. It was planted the earliest, but I'm also very, very impressed because it's doing very well with the cold weather. So we're doing good. We got poppies in between there too. So you can see the little ones are the poppies right there. And then the big rows are the ranunculus. You can also tell where the variety kind of ends. So you see this really, really thick one. That's one variety. And then it goes, there's a little white tag out there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a different variety. Shows you just the variation in the varieties, even though they're all Amidine ranunculus. That's the type that we plant. The different colors, some of them just do a whole lot better than others, which is interesting to know. So pretty neat. If y'all have any questions about any of this stuff and you're like, hey, we want to learn more about this or that, let me know. I'd love to make a video about any of that. So let me know. Yeah, nothing out here yet. I've got to get the rest of this picked up still. I did not do that last week. Woo! It's okay. It's all right. It's gonna be okay. This week, the priority is getting things planted and preparing for the cold, truly. So you can see right over here, we got some wind. All my planter box areas blew up. Over here, same thing. Those were stapled down. They were staying down very, very well. Like with the 30 mile per hour winds, they were like, okay, this is a piece of cake. Not so much anymore. Let's see over here. Nothing new with the animals. They're hanging out over. There's the cows, Pete and Penny, and then the chickens are doing good. Everything's good. They all hang out in the duck pond, even though it's freezing outside. It kind of annoys me. This area is a absolute disaster because I've been cleaning ranunculus in here before I take them in there to plant. So the goal would be to get probably not all of this Lisianthus planted because I'd like to have some backup just in case if we have some cold freakouts. But at least all the ranunculus in tomorrow. And then quite a few of the Lisianthus planted. We've also got some campanula in there that we want to get planted as well. So, let me think what else I have to show you. I'm working on funeral flowers this week, which is always hard because it's a hard time for the family. But it is one of my favorite things to do because I think we truly get the opportunity to honor those people in such a special way through flowers whenever I'm doing them. So really, really special. Wow, things are looking good. Today is just a beautiful, beautiful day. So thank y'all for tuning in for this week 2 of 2025. I'm excited to have you here, and I hope that you are enjoying seeing the progress on the farm. This is only week 2, so I know you can just hardly imagine what it's going to be like whenever we get to further weeks down the road. So thank y'all for tuning in, and I will be talking to you soon. Thank you. Oh, and like and subscribe and comment and whatever else if you enjoyed this video. And if you have other things that you want us to talk about, let us know. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.